Blood on the lantern. I knew that night before he came, the harbor air had changed its name. The dogs were still, the shutters shook, and every face wore a second look. I stood where the red lamps burned down low, where sailors lie and true winds blow. And in that hush before the rain, I felt a shadow cross the lane. Old Salt walked in with the ocean stare, storm in his coat, salt in his hair. The room went quiet, the cards lay dead, even the drunks turned half their heads. He kissed my cheek, said pour it strong, like nothing in this world was wrong. But I saw the mark beneath one sleeve and knew that night was made to grieve. There was gold in the whisper, steel in the grin, and the kind of silence that lets the devil in. Blood on the lantern, red on the flame. Someone sold Old Salt by name, not to the sea and not to champs, but to hungry men with sharpened hands. Blood on the lantern, smoke in the hall. I heard betrayal through the wall, and when the night came crashing through, it was Old Salt they meant to lose. He had one man near he used to trust, a deckhand bound by rope and blood. But greed will bend what storms can't break, and fear makes cowards of the brave. I saw that Judas by the stair, couldn't meet my eyes but lingered there, with coin too new inside his coat and one dry lie caught in his throat. I tried to reach him, tried to speak, but music rose and drowned the weak. A fiddle screamed, the glasses rang, and death moved slow among the gang. And boots outside on soaked black wood, too many men where none men should. And Old Salt turned before the blow, like part of him had always known. There was fire in the doorway, knives in the rain, and the look in his eyes said nothing leaves the same. Blood on the lantern, red on the flame. Someone sold Old Salt by name, not to the tide and not to fate, but to hands that smiled and learned to wait. Blood on the lantern, smoke in the hall. I heard his brothers let him fall, and when the dark came howling through, it was Old Salt they meant to lose. I saw him strike like a cornered storm, chair would split and pistols roared. One man down and another cried as thunder broke the night outside. I screamed his name through rum and glass, saw blood run bright across the brass. He looked at me just once, no more, then vanished through the broken door. And all that love I never said burned like the lantern, red as red. For some men drown beneath the wave, and some are drowned by those they save. Blood on the lantern, red on the flame. They sold Old Salt for fear and gain, not for justice, not for right, but for silver in the teeth of night. Blood on the lantern, last light gone by dawn. The king of storms had gone, and all that remained where he once stood was smoke, red glass, and blood on wood. Hey, hey. So if you ask me how men fall, it isn't always cannon call. Sometimes it's coin, sometimes it's trust, sometimes they bury a king in dust. And I still see, when the shadows tilt, that lantern red, and Old Salt's guilt.